Good evening, FB. Rick Malone here. Just chilling at work on a night shift. Just kind of want to share my heart with you. You know, I was just in the Word and began to see some things, that kind of ministered to me and just wanted to share with y'all. Since I got a video camera, hey, why not, But I was thinking about the fear of God, and how people who actually fear God and who are afraid of God are the very people who don't know Him or who don't have a relationship with Him. The point that I'm trying to make is that fearing God in the way that we think that you're supposed to fear Him is what actually is the very thing that will keep you away from Him. And don't get me wrong, we have a reverence for God, we have a respect for God and appreciation for God. But being afraid of God is the very thing that will make you run away from Him. And we actually see this in Genesis chapter 3, verse 8, which to me is one of the saddest verses in the Bible, because it's right after Adam had sinned, and God came looking for him, coming to try to fellowship with him and see what was going on with him. But he was afraid. He tried to hide himself. He tried to actually cover himself up with fig leaves, which was the first act of what we call self-righteousness, meaning that he tried to cover up his own sin. So see, being afraid of God will cause you to run away from Him, thinking that He wants to punish you, and you'll try to cover up your own sins instead of going to God and receiving His forgiveness of sins. And God had to show them, I believe in verse 21 in the 3rd chapter of Genesis, that He was going to cover their sins. So see, God is a good God, and He doesn't want us to be afraid of Him. Jesus, pretty much, probably hundreds of times in the Gospels, kept telling His disciples, do not be afraid, do not be afraid. Every time an angel appeared to somebody in the scriptures, the first thing they say is do not be afraid. They had to constantly tell man, do not be afraid, fear not, fear not. Because man fears, God, because he thinks that God is out to crush him. But God is love, the Bible says, and perfect love casts out all fear. So I'm here to tell you that God is love. You don't have to be afraid or fear Him. Come to Him and accept His goodness and His awesomeness. And, I'm not saying don't have a respect for God, but don't be afraid of God in the way that you would be afraid of a bully or something like that. You know what I mean?